Oh, we're the Melvins, and you are?
I am the Nina. Why did you name yourselves after someone that you didn't like?
No one knew that at the time.
Really?
We knew it, but nobody else did.
Okay. You just like the name.
Yes.
It sounded good. It was kind of like the Ramones.
Okay.
Or the Stooges.
You've been in like so many bands. Do you spend a lot of time trying to find names for bands? Because you always seem to be doing stuff.
I haven't been in a lot of bands.
Really? You've not been in a lot of bands?
No.
Okay.
He's only been in
Enemas.
Venomous Concept.
Venomous Concept, yeah. That's it.
That's like 2 bands more than most people.
Actually, 3 bands more than most people.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a very good point. What about you?
I've been in a shitload of bands.
You've been you were in a Neil Young video.
I was.
Correct? How did you end up in a Neil Young video?
It kind of happened to be in the right place at the right time, I guess.
Okay. That's good. What were you doing in the video for people who have not seen the
I was young Neil Young in the video.
That's really cool. Did you meet him?
Yeah.
What's he like?
Kind of like me.
That's pretty good.
His wife confused me for him too.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Very lucky man.
She must have been high.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Now she's his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there's a...
Maybe, something, I don't know.
Oh, I say. You played on the stage with Gene Simmons, is that correct?
We did.
We did, yes.
How did that happen?
He wanted to do it.
Wow, that's
Yeah, believe
really
it or not, he actually called us.
How did he get your number?
It's in the book.
Phone book.
Where in the phone book can I know?
He's Gene
Under
Simmons.
Melvin.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, that's pretty cool. And you broke a world record.
We set a world record.
Yes.
You set one. So you played 51 shows in 50 states.
And plus the
Plus
Washington,
D.C.
Plus Washington, D.C.
It's not a state.
51 days.
That is incredible.
Yeah, we thought so.
Did that kill you afterwards?
Yes, we were dead.
You were dead. And how did
Clinically
you...
dead for the last 30 shows.
30 shows. And when did you become alive again?
It hasn't happened yet. We'll let
Okay.
you know.
Pulse hasn't returned to normal yet.
No.
That's impressive. That's impressive deadness. That's better than most dead people are doing. Congratulations.
Yeah, we did it. 51 shows in 51 days.
Yeah.
It was great. The best part was some of the questions we got on the tour.
What questions did you get?
How long does a tour like that take?
What's the worst question you've been asked?
And what's the 51st state? Which someone thought it was Cuba, maybe.
Cuba. That's a political... No.
These were college students too, believe it or not.
Really?
You know what we said about those questions? We don't know. How long does a tour like that take? I said, I don't know.
You've no idea.
I don't know.
It could take 20 days, maybe 50.
51 shows in 51 days. How long does a tour like that take? I don't know.
I don't
What is the 51st state?
What's a day?
Cuba.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a Saturn year.
No idea.
Okay. So what's your favorite album name? What's your favorite album name?
Album name like of ours?
Of yours, any album name. Anything.
Album?
Yeah, it could be an album that's not been made yet. What's your favorite album name?
Name.
Yeah.
Of ours? Or...
Anything.
Anything.
Give me anything. I don't care.
Go ahead.
Shit Sandwich by Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Shark Sandwich.
Yeah, Shit Sandwich. Sticky Fingers is a pretty good one.
Sticky Fingers.
Okay, stuff involving like fluids is stuff that you like.
It's a good start.
Yeah, fluids. Okay.
It's always a good place to start.
Good starting point. All right. Do you know what became of Melvin?
He's still kicking somewhere.
Really? That's good. I'm glad he's not dead.
Really? Why would you be glad?
It's not nice when people die.
Depends on the people.
Okay, fair enough.
Would you have been sad when Hitler died? No.
No, I'm not gonna say yes. I'm
Idi Amin, would you have been sad when he died? No.
No.
Jim Jones?
He? I thought it was a she.
Edie? Yeah. Jim Jones, you wouldn't have been sad? No.
I guess not.
No.
It's sad when death happens, I suppose. So would you be sad when Trump dies?
Trump?
Are you gonna be sad when Trump dies?
No.
No, you're not gonna be sad.
I wouldn't be sad when Hillary Clinton dies either.
You're gonna be sad. Okay, who will you be sad if they die?
My wife, my dogs.
Yeah, I hope they don't die. What dogs do you have?
I have a Jack Russell Terrier and an English Staffordshire Terrier.
Good choices.
I'll be very sad when they die. I had one die earlier this year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tragic.
That is tragic.
Yes. So did I.
Really?
Yes. And then I got a new dog.
What dog is that?
Well, he's part American Staffordshire Terrier, part Chihuahua, part Chow Chow, and part Dachshund. So
That's impressive.
he's a Chinese American Mexican German.
His parents really got around.
That's
They
the
did.
least Trump dog you can find.
What's
That's
that?
the least Trump dog that there is.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
he's got his papers though.
He's got his papers.
Sure.
Well, you won't have to worry about walls, I guess. That's good. I hear that you're a fan of a man called Thomas Sowell.
Soul.
Soul.
SOWELL.
Indeed.
Yes, I am.
Tell me more about this.
What would you like to know?
He should ask this question.
I met him very briefly.
He did where?
Yeah. I think it was an ASI event down the Smith Institute. They may have been something.
Out on what now?
There are a couple of free market think tanks in London that I
He was in London?
He wasn't actually speaking, but he made an appearance.
Wow.
I mean, he's a great man.
Oh, you like him?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
What is it about his work that you like?
I think he's the greatest philosopher of our time.
Fair enough. I mean, he really does work on everything. It's really cool. I mean, he's written so much in economics, public policy. His stuff on race and guns is great. When
Yep.
did you start reading him?
I don't know, 20 years ago,
Wow, okay.
maybe?
About 5 years ago. So,
Yeah, I didn't know he was a black guy when I started reading him.
yeah, I can see that.
No idea.
I think
I rarely think about sort of thing when I start reading about anyone, you know?
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't interest me, you know? I'm just interested in the information.
I think it annoys a lot of people on the left who would probably really want him to be white, so they could sort of dismiss what he says about race.
Well, they do anyway, because
What do they do?
they say he's Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
And so most black people have no idea who he is. Because he's dismissed.
Yeah.
Totally dismissed. And nothing he says is racist
Yeah.
at all, because he's a PhD economist, so everything he bases everything that he says on is all about numbers.
Yeah.
He's got the information to back it up. It's not an opinion, you know?
It's interesting that I've never seen someone actually try to tackle his ideas. They sort of assume that it's nasty and racist. I remember when I first read The Intellectuals of Race. I think that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that book is amazing because it points out how racist intellectuals really are.
Yeah. And yet, he's always construed as the one that's sort of, a bit dodgy on race, a bit dodgy on guns. It's funny how that works.
Usually in those situations, it's the exact opposite of what they're saying.
What do you mean?
Like, when they say it's racist, it's actually the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Exact opposite. So, usually, if they're saying you should get an education and the government should pay for it, you should do the exact opposite of that, and it will work.
I think that's a pretty real wisdom there, actually.
Yes, if they're saying it, it's wrong. Usually. That's what it's so interesting to me. We're living in very weird times because in the 1960s, the protests were against the government. But now it seems like the protests are for the government to take care of everyone. I find that to be quite strange.
Yeah. We all want to be nice and mollycoddle.
I don't like it.
Keep our feelings not hurt.
I don't like it.
I've recently been a student, so everyone's got to have their feelings protected by the government. We can't hear any nasty opinions anymore.
I don't trust the government. I never have, And I don't like hippies either, but at least they were against the man, And the more you and Thomas Sowell says this better than anyone, the more you let somebody like that take care of you, the less freedoms you're actually going to have. So what exactly are they doing? I don't get it.
Yeah, and especially over here in Europe, you can see with the art, for example, in Switzerland, you can't play loud music. It has to be a certain volume level. It can't be what we would normally want it to be, and that's controlled by the government. The government says you can't do it.
If you take government money, you take government rules.
Right. So that's something that the government shouldn't be involved in is art. For them to say what's art and what's not, kind of
I
wrong.
tend to believe adults should make their own decisions. You know, and I think basically, you know, as far as I'll go politically, publicly, is that I'm for liberty, and that that I believe that as adults, if you're telling me I shouldn't do something, then I didn't even know I didn't want to do it.
Now I want to.
Now I didn't want to. Now I want to do it because you don't want me to do it. You know, why don't you want me to do it? I don't like it. You know, I didn't even know I wanted to do that until you told me I shouldn't do it. You know, there's a big part of me that feels that way. So I believe that as an adult, I can make up my own mind. I don't need an elected official to do it for me, or a group of people to do it for me. I'm my own person. I can do that, and I believe other people can do that as well.
I think that's what the Constitution is meant to be there for. I don't know if you guys are sort of traditional constitutionalists, but
Absolutely.
I look at that as a system of government, and it's one that is there to protect people from encroachment. It's a shame that it's not doing that now. I'm totally taking over Nina's interview.
No, you're doing a better job than me.
So I like that sort of thing. I don't think there's any aspect of our lives they don't want to regulate.
Yeah.
And I'm against it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm totally against it. Because there's nothing the government does better than private industry. Nothing.
So we covered like personal liberty. You're also against stuff like Federal Reserve.
I'm totally against the Federal Reserve.
I feel like I'm among friends now.
You know?
Yeah.
There's nothing federal about it.
Yeah.
That's a bank.
It's a
They
bank
get paid-
with government power.
They get paid $2 billion a year in interest. Of course, that's all they're interested in.
Yeah.
You know, they were there to solely set up to keep the banking industry from having a run on the bank. It's exact opposite of exactly what's happened. They were the cause of the Great Depression in America.
You don't hear
Not
that
the
often,
savior.
but It's true. Have you heard about the would-be Great Depression of the early 20s?
Oh well, the only reason we had the Great Depression in the first place was because the government stepped in and made it happen.
Yeah.
Both the Republicans and the Democrats, both, made it worse.
It's interesting because we're talking about Thomas Sowell, and Thomas Sowell works for the Hoover Institute. Everyone thinks that Hoover was this free market guy who just did nothing.
He was the beginning of the worst things that happened during the Depression.
Yeah, and he started the big government spending and stuff at the beginning of the Depression. No one talks about it anymore.
No one ever talks about it, and FDR kicked it into high gear.
Yeah.
He made it 10 times worse.
He made it carry on.
Way worse. We'll never get out from under it. Never. Because no government program that ever starts ends.
You
Ever.
can make government big, but you can't make it small.
No, you can't. That's the problem with it, because it never ends, because it will have its own self-interest in mind from then on. The last thing it has is an interest in the people itself. It has its own self-interest in mind. That is it. Like NASA got people on the moon who when they first started. Now they're a self-interested unit that is only interested in keeping itself going and do nothing other than spend money.
That's true. There's a great documentary I watched about how much money NASA wastes. I think it might be a Penn and Teller one. Have you seen it?
Oh, I love it.
One of the bullshit ones. Yeah.
It's a waste of time and money, and that will never stop, no matter what.
I mean, you saw when NASA had its funding cut, Red Bull ended up taking the reins. And soon we're going to have private space exploration. It's going that way. It's definitely going that way.
Who cares? I don't care. I mean, the private industry can spend money in any way they want to. I don't care about any of that. That's
They do a lot
fine.
better.
Huh?
They do a lot better is what I was getting at.
They can, but I mean, it's as far as the government goes, I mean, the government produces nothing. They don't create jobs. You know, I can create all kinds of jobs as long as I'm taking the money out of your pocket to do it.
Yeah, I think if you gave any of us in this room the power to tax people, we could get a lot of spending done.
If I ran a business the way the government runs a business, I would go to prison.
You said in an interview that you've never made a mistake.
No.
Never made a mistake, especially in the music business.
No.
So I'm assuming this comes from your knowledge of this kind of thing that you've been talking about.
Well, I mean, I've never made, that may have been misinterpreted as far as like, you know, I've made mistakes like trusting people, stuff like that. But I've never made a mistake as far as musical, like, you know, made the wrong decision musically, never. Nothing like that. Not along those lines. Generally, we're right about everything, you know, along those lines. Absolutely.
That's good. That's good to hear. Not many people say that.
Unfortunately, nothing will turn you into a cynic faster than the music industry.
I hear a lot of people say the same thing, but yeah.
It's true.
It's not the nicest place
Well,
in the world.
the weird thing now is that people go, oh, well, now you can't make any money in the music industry like the way you used to be able to. And I go, well, when was this era? When record labels paid bands? Because I missed that.
Wasn't you who was on like a TV show and you went to this big mansion
Right.
and you were like, I want to buy this house.
Yeah.
You had like a case
Street
of
cred.
records.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's worthless.
Doesn't matter. Anyway.
Street cred is worthless. Take it down to Safeway and see what they'll trade you for it. Nothing.
You will get some free food and some
No, you
beer. Seriously.
No.
Okay.
Somebody might buy you a beer or something like that,
yeah.
maybe.
I'm sure if you went into the arena, people would like love to buy you something.
Maybe.
buy
Probably
you.
just,
A
want me
sandwich,
to,
maybe?
Probably just want me to take pictures with them. You know.
Yeah, you could just charge €1 each.
That's right.
Yeah.
Eventually that would wear off, and then that would be the end of it.
Yeah, it would be. Fair enough. Tell me about porn.
Porn? The band porn or the industry itself?
Either one.
I was in a. I did once have to do a porno.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah, I did. You know why?
Why?
I needed the money.
What kind of porno?
It was called Rear Entry.
Rear deliveries.
Oh, sorry.
You know it better than okay.
Rear deliveries.
Well, you were the delivery man.
Porn, the band is not my band. I was just kind of a guest member in the band. It's this guy named Tim Moss's band.
Okay,
But I played live with them and did some recording.
that's pretty cool. It's interesting. I like the story beforehand as well.
That's more interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Ask the internet.
You have to look. You have to look on Pornhub. It's on there someplace. I'm sure. Yes.
I'll put a link in the interview.
I was. My set name was Deke Rivers, I believe. Right.
Okay.
Deep Rivers.
Deke Rivers. That's an interesting one. I've never thought about names like that before. But cool.
Look it up.
What were your influences when you were doing porn?
My influences.
Yes, your
Elvis.
influences.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, some Beatles.
Elvis, Rock Hudson, guys like that.
That's cool. And like you guys were Shrine Builder as well. Like,
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
that like? With so many different sort of people, like musicians.
Weird.
Yeah, like really weird guys.
Yeah. Those guys had kind of started the band and asked me to join.
Yeah.
So,
And those people all together is why it's not going on anymore.
kinda.
Well, yeah. I mean, some stuff has happened.
I see you have a St. Vitus necklace. I'm sure you know about Wino and his troubles over here. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I do. Well noticed. Yeah. If you could be asked any question, what would that question be?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Any question?
Any question?
I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever envisioned your own death? I have no idea.
Have you?
All the time, every day.
What things have you envisioned? What's your way that you would
Plane
like
crash.
to go? Plane crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're scared of flying.
Yeah, I hate flying.
Me too. You must fly a lot though.
Quite a bit.
How do you deal with that?
Suffer.
Yeah, me too. Do you pretend you're flying the plane? Do you ever do
No.
that? Or you just try and like?
I trust a stranger to fly me in a metal tube at 36,000 feet in the air.
Do you pretend
Yeah.
you're flying the plane?
No, I pretend I'm in control. So when it's bumpy, I'm like, I'll just make it come back up. But then I try not to think about the aluminium body, like how thin that bit between you and the sky is. That's like your guitars. They're like really lovely and slim.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't make logical sense.
No,
What does?
logic.
Some degree.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about that.
Can we trust the universe?
is the universe something that you can put trust in? That would imply that it's got some kind of like sentience about it.
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know either. Maybe we'll find out.
I can't be expected to explain every sparrow's fall.
Maybe we'll have to ask you every time. What about you? What question?
What question?
What's your question?
I don't know. What did you have for breakfast?
3 types of cheese and a pancake.
I had 3 types of cheese too.
Very healthy.
What kinds of cheese?
Well, yeah, we're in France, so
Yeah, I mean, you should have cheese.
Sure.
Okay. That's
lots
cool.
of coffee, some eggs, a croissant, because again,
in
we're
Rome.
in France.
Yeah. Fair enough. That is cool.
Orange juice.
And those are easy questions, no
Orange
brainers.
juice.
I had orange juice, freshly squeezed.
Me too, actually. Wow.
Were we staying at the same hotel?
I don't think it's a 3-star hotel, so I'm assuming you're like an 8+ star, like full treatment, red carpet.
Yeah, in-room massage. And,
Yeah. I'd like that. Maybe next year I'll do that.
no,
Champagne enemas.
yeah.